Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Who's Your Adventure YouTube channel. My name's Jim, and this morning we're going to talk about my Lowrance grouse. So I use the HDS Pros. I have a 12-inch and a 10-inch at my console. My 10-inch I pretty much leave dedicated to my mapping, maybe add sonar to it. And then my 12-inch is what I call my informational. So it's got my side scan, down imaging, active target, those kinds of informational screens on that one. Then I have a 12-inch up front that pretty much mirrors the 12-inch here at the console. And then I have a 16-inch up front that I pretty much leave dedicated to the active target. So I've had a lot of emails and a handful of comments about people, guys asking me how I set my stuff up. So I wanted to put out a video on just doing some basic screen setups that, I know there's a ton of videos out there, YouTube videos and stuff, but they can be kind of hard to follow along with. I want to do it from my perspective because I am not a pro. I have, just continuously practiced and worked with them. And so I thought it would be really cool to put out just a video on just making a simple screen. Something that's going to get you started, that's going to give you good quality information to go out and hopefully have a successful fishing trip. So with that being said, let's get started, and we'll kind of do this step by step. And again, if you got any questions, leave them in the comments, or you can shoot me an email. And if I don't know the answer, I have a terrific guy that knows a ton about it because he works for Lowrance. His name's Jalen up at Lowrance, that I can either give him a phone call or shoot him an email, and we'll definitely try to get your questions answered for you. So I've already put out a video where I did the update. So this is where I'm going to set up a simple screen and kind of show you how to maximize that simple screen and get a ton of great information out of it to improve your fishing. So with that said, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to power up the button, okay? Or power up the unit. So I'm going to hit the power button. You'll hear a beep, it'll come on. And then there's going to be a little accept button you got to push here on the screen as soon as it comes up. Right here. Just hit that button. Now I've got some stuff already set up, so we're going to start from the basics. So hit your, right up here, if you have an HDS Pro, you got a blue button up here. This is your Pages button. Just hit that button, okay? Now, you can see I've got 5 screens already set up in here. So we're going to delete this bottom one, and this is the one we're going to build this morning. So I'm going to press and hold this, and you can do, as you can see, you can go in and edit any of these with the little wrench, or you can delete any of these just by simply hitting the X. So we're going to hit the X here. All right. So if this was a brand new unit, you would see a plus sign here, okay? And all you're simply going to do is you're going to hit this plus sign, okay? And this is going to allow you to construct from these selections here, okay? So you got chart, you got sonar, I have steer, side scan, down scan, video, autopilot. I have my engine and stuff is tied into this, so I have that, my Mercury stuff, live site, active target, 360 scan, and my instrument panel, okay? But we're going to do something real simple. So we're going to take our sonar and we're going to drag it over, okay? And then we're going to take our down scan and we're going to drag it over, okay? So you can change the orientation of these two just by touching and moving them around, okay? It's real simple. You can also come up here and you can hit this drop down. So you can move it like this. So if you prefer to have your down imaging on top, sonar on the bottom, great. If not, you can move it up like this. Now sonar's on top, down imaging on the bottom. I prefer, for this particular combination, I prefer to have them side by side. Okay. Once I've done this, I'm just going to hit save. Okay, so now I have this screen, but I haven't maximized my information. So a huge part of fishing is maximizing that information to increase your potential catch fish. And part of that is your depth, could be water temperature. So we want to add these things. So all we're simply going to do is briefly touch our power button. We're going to go to Edit Overlay. Okay. Then we're going to go to Menu. We're going to go to Add. So it's going to bring up Choose Data. Now, there is a ton of options in here, but what I would tell you is only put on the screen the information that you're wanting, because you can clog up your screen with a ton of this, and it really makes it really cluttered. So we're going to start with our depth. So we're going to go to sonar, and we have depth right here. So we're going to touch depth. Now, you can also, from here, you can tell it, if you have multiple units like I do, you can go in here and you can tell it, or ask it to go to the data sources, and it'll bring everything up. Now, not everything's on here for me, because you have to have everything powered up, okay, if you have multiple units. So if you're wanting to pull data from the front of the boat and put it back here, you have to have those units powered up, and then they'll come up underneath this list. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to add depth. Okay, we're also going to add water temperature. Now you can see the water temperature showed right up, but the depth didn't. That's because we're not in the water. Okay, right now it's reading the building's temperature at about 52.7 degrees. Okay, so those are the two most important things as far as sonar. Okay, now you can add structure depth if you want. I really don't. The graphs do a really good job with that. However, I like to have the time on here, okay? And the reason I like to have the time is so I know what time it is. Now, I don't need the date. I could care less what day it is, but I like having the time. So you can see that the time popped up, okay? The last thing that I like to have on my unit or on my screen is my voltage, okay? And you can see right here, supply voltage. That's under other, okay? So if I touch this, now I have my supply voltage, okay? So I have the information that I'm looking for, okay? So now I can take and I can drag these, like this one's wrapped in blue, so I can drag this down and kind of get it out of the way here, and then I can make it a little bit larger so I can see it. So now I got 12.6 volts. Okay, my time can come over here, and then I can hit my plus sign and make it a little bit bigger. So I like to drop it right down there. Okay, my depth I like to put right in the center there and make it a little bit bigger, and then I take my water temperature and I put it right underneath there and make it a little bit bigger. Okay, very simple. Okay, it's very, very simple. So you can sit back and look at it. If it doesn't look right, all you have to do is touch it a little bit and move it to where you like it. And you can do the same thing out on the water. Say it's obstructing something that you want to see, you can easily touch your power button, come in here, edit data overlay, touch it, and move it around however you want. Okay, so this is, and these units, I know they can look intimidating, but the more you play with them, the more you'll learn. Okay, and there's a ton of YouTube videos out there, and I know some of the guys are really good at explaining things. and other guys kind of just fly through it. And every boat is kind of configured a little bit differently as to how many units are on there, so that can kind of get confusing. That's one reason why I didn't turn on my front unit. This is basic. This is just as if these were that this was the only unit on my boat. Okay, that's why I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible for guys that are just getting started with these and they're intimidated. So whether you got a carbon, a live, or a pro, this is where you want to start. Okay, now if we were out on the water, we would be reading in depth. Okay, and at that point is where, you know, we would start setting these screens up and fine-tuning them. I don't want to get into that because that part of it's, you know, above what I'm trying to demonstrate today. So the last thing you want to do is hit save. So now this screen is set up. Okay, the only other thing that I would tell you to do that makes it extremely nice out on the water, if you, so as you can see, I hit my pages button. I have 5 windows here. Okay, what makes it nice is if you have the 12 or 10, 12 and up, you have what's called these quick access screens. So the 10 has 2, the 12 has 4, and I believe the 16 has 4 too. Okay, these are really, really nice to use because all you have to do is hit that screen, and this is a quick access, and it'll bring that screen up. I can touch this screen, it's going to bring up this screen. I can touch this one. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick because it's really, really super simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here, we're going to hit that power button again. We're going to go to settings. These are called your quick access keys. So that's under system. Okay. So you go to your quick access key, sorry. And we're going to program it so that number 1 is number 1, number 2 is number 2, but number 4 now is going to become, and how you know which one you want to set it to is basically you're going to count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the quick access keys have a quick push to get a short push and then a long push. I do not use the long pushes because I'll be honest with you, that's 8 keys that you got to try to remember what it does, and I never remember. But anyway, let's get back to what I was showing you. So we're going to go back to our settings, we're going to go back to our system, we're going to go back to our quick access keys. We're going to go down here, let me hit save there. So we got our quick access keys. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. We just made our 5th screen. So we're going to change number 4. Okay, so we'll touch this window. You're going to see all this stuff come up. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to scroll all the way down to what's called favorites. That is your favorites. Okay, and we're going to make number 4 now number 5. Okay, and then we're going to hit save. All right, then we're going to come back out. So if we look now, we have 1, 2, 3. Number 4 is not on a quick press button, but number 5 is. So what we're going to do is, as you can see, this is my side scan, right and left side, and my down imaging in the center. That's number 1. Okay, the screen that we just built is now number 4, and there you go. So as you're moving through the water and you're looking for information, this is the information you're looking for. So here's my side scan for my left side, my side scan for my right side, and my down imaging. I want to bring up my down imaging and my sonar to check and see what I'm seeing and compare. Boom, I have my depth, I have my water temperature, my voltage, and the time of day. So fairly easy to maneuver through. The other thing that you have is you have these easy access keys right here on the side of your your main menu page, okay? These are only information keys. To do anything, to set anything up, you have to do it under settings, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Again, hopefully this helps a handful of you kind of understand your unit a little bit. I highly encourage you guys, you know, to kind of play with them and stuff. So, all right, just a moment here and we'll get back to the end of our video here. Guys, I hope that helps you a little bit. Again, it's just a simple step-by-step setting up a simple informational screen, and once you do one, it'll help you set up your next one and your next one. So go out there and, you know, do it off the wire like I am right now. I'm sitting here in the building where the boat's stored, and I'm just kind of playing with it. That's what I did, and it really helped me out a bunch. And you know how to, if you don't like what you built, you just hold it and, you know, delete it out of there and start over again. It's really going to help you kind of get used to using these. They're literally onboard computers, so hopefully once you start playing with it a little bit, you'll get comfortable with it and gradually learn more and more and more about them. That's exactly what I did. Again, I'm not a professional. I don't claim to know it all or anything like that. I'm just trying to answer some questions that I've learned over the years, and try to help a handful of people maybe increase their productivity. So if you like the video, do me a favor, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps the channel out a bunch. And if you're inclined, you know, subscribe to the channel. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, and it definitely helps us out, and we greatly appreciate it. We really, truly do. I have met some really fantastic people through YouTube, and I've enjoyed it. So, and you know, click that notification bell so you know when we're uploading videos. We got some camping videos, we got fishing videos, cooking videos, so there's a ton of content that we'll be putting out this year. You know, our goal for the year is to try to hit 1,500 subscribers. So we're working really hard at that, and obviously we can't do it without you guys. So again, we greatly appreciate it. Well, that's all I have today. So please do me a favor and subscribe, thumbs up, notification bell. Other than that, folks, have a great evening. Thank you so much for joining me.